Chan.
Here.
Jocelyn Hernandez.
Here.
Thank you, we have one.
Oh, all right. In compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231 PL, 1975, I hereby state that adequate notice of this regular meeting has been provided to the public by a written notice dated January 15, 2023. Date of published notice. The meeting notice has been, 1. Emailed to all staff members at the District 3 school locations. 2. Communicated to at least one of the board designated newspapers. 3. Filed with the Board Clerk of Palisades Park. Okay, now we are going to review resolutions to be voted on at the regular meeting. Okay, let's just start with the finance. William, please.
15 items today. Still open up for comments or questions to the team.
Okay, any other questions? If not, we'll move on to the buildings and grounds. Anthony Chan is not here. So,
Thank you.
oh, perfect time.
Excellent timing.
Anthony, can you, do buildings and grounds, please?
Yeah, we have, 4 items to look into and pencil.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kim. Any other questions?
Thanks, Chris.
If not, next personnel, NES Kagasha?
Yes, we have 10 items, 10 resolutions, 10 items for, personnel resolutions. If anyone has any questions?
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. Any other questions on the personnel report? Okay, if not, next to the curriculum, Rebecca Lee. Is that here yet? So we have a one item of, curriculum. So, so about old culture, right? Okay. Any other question about the, curriculum? Okay, if not, let's move to the negotiation. Mr. Kevin Lim, please.
So we don't have any agenda for meeting today.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Lim. Okay, next one, policy, Ms. Agnes Garcia.
There's no report at this time.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Garcia. All right, next to, next New Jersey School Board Liaison, alternate, Susan, please. Okay, thank you, Ms. Jung. Next County School Board Rep, alternate, Helen John is not here, right? No report about that. Now, next one, School Safety and Security Committee, Agnes Garcia.
There's no report at this time.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Garcia. Okay, now we are going to close the work session. Do you have any questions, John? No, okay. So we are going to close the work session and open the regular meeting. Is there a motion to close the work session and open the regular meeting?
I motion to close the work session and move on to the regular meeting.
Okay, second on that?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Motion carries, okay? Now, report of the board president. At this time, I have nothing to report. Okay, next, report of the superintendent, Dr. Susan.
Thank you, Ms. Min. Before I begin, I would like to turn it over to our student representative, Ms. Hernandez. Do you have anything to report to the public? Nothing this month? Thank you. So I do have 2 or 3 items that I want to bring to the public's attention. First and foremost, as remarkable as it is, we are almost a week from Thanksgiving. So to you and your families, the very best, a happy, safe, and healthy Thanksgiving. To our fall sport athletes, the seasons have come and gone. I'm very proud to report that we've had some great seasons. We are very much looking forward to our winter season. I do see in the audience tonight, and I know why, there's a few items for field trip approval again, and I ask the board to consider our girls' dance team is one of the shining stars of our public education system, and there is a resolution for their attendance again at a national competition, where they don't only attend it, but excel and continue to make our community very proud. And last but not least, again, to our faculty, staff, and students, first marking period has come and gone. We are in the second marking period. It's a blink of an eye. Things are moving in the right direction. We are very proud of our achievements. We are working extremely hard to continue to make our schools a safer place, and obviously one that is educating our children on a daily basis. Again, happy Thanksgiving to you all.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sudhir. Okay, next report of the board attorney.
I have no report, my report's closed session.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Whitman. Okay, now I'm going to move to the approval of both minutes for October 18, 2023, regular meeting minutes. Is there a motion on that?
A motion for approval for October 18th, 2023, regular meeting minutes.
Okay. Second. Okay. Is there any further discussion? If not, roll call.
Yunman,
Yes?
Agnieszka Garcia,
Yes.
Sue Chung,
Yes.
Kevin Lim,
Yes.
Rebecca Lee,
Yes.
Anthony Kim,
Yes.
William Kim.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we are going to move on to the committee appointments, okay? Let's just start with the finance, William Kim.
There are 15 items. Make a motion to approve consent agenda items number 15 in finance.
Second on that.
I'll second. I just have a quick question. I'm sorry. For the Pontonian Food Service, the request for expenses, is that just a regular bill categorized as an expense? Or what constitutes an expense that we are responsible for?
Are we looking at number one?
Yes.
Yeah, so that is primarily the payroll for their employees.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yep.
Is that for the whole
District.
year, or
Yeah,
is it for
this
just
is usually
this
on a monthly
quarter?
basis.
On a monthly.
So, you can see there's probably one invoice, 10/20/23, probably week ending, and a second one
Okay.
ending 10/31/23.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And the partial payment. Okay. Any other discussion?
So number 5 at the quarter, the list that contains, that includes number 10, correct?
Does number 5 include number 10? I will double check, but
Yes, it does.
yes, it does. On the bill list on page 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth item, excuse me, I stand corrected, 1, 2, 3. The fourth item on the bill list, which is in their Google folder,
Right.
is that item, correct?
Okay. Any other discussion? If not,
We have a first and a second.
okay.
Okay.
Roll call please.
Yunman,
Yes?
Agnieszka Garcia,
Yes.
Sue Chung,
Yes.
Kevin Lim,
Yes.
Rebecca Lee,
Yes.
Anthony Kim,
Yes.
William Kim.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next one, Building and Grounds Committee, Anthony Kim.
I have 4 items to be approved by the committee.
Second on that,
I'll second.
is there any further discussion?
I just want to confirm with the Learn and Grow Academy, we get the certifications and the insurance and everything?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions?
I have a question, number 1, the Boy Scout,
Yes.
is that, the local Boy Scout?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes. Alex, can you just confirm for, as a follow-up on number 4? Because it does state in number 1 that the certificate of insurance is on file. Please confirm with Learn and Grow Academy that the COI is going to be on file. Thank you.
Any other discussions? If not, roll call please.
Yunmin,
Yes.
Agnieszka Garcia,
Yes.
Sue Chung,
Yes.
Kevin Lim,
Yes.
Rebecca Lee,
Yes.
Anthony Kim,
Yes.
William Kim.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Next one, personnel, Agnieszka Garcia.
We have 10 items on consent agenda for personnel. I would move for approval.
I second.
Just have a question, that, so number 1 is the Valentine with non-payments, number 3 is full-time,
No, number 1 is a volunteer position.
right?
They, regardless if they're volunteer or not, they will be fingerprinted, as required for any and all employees working with our students. Number 3 is a intramural or middle school stipend as negotiated in our contract.
And this middle school basketball coach, we have
Yes.
a stipend, is for the boys or?
This is for the boys. We are still seeking a girls coach for the middle school. So the position was posted.
This one is for boys?
This is for boys, correct.
And,
It may,
number 2, is
I'm
that
sorry,
boys
it-
too? The
number
basketball?
2 is for baseball, so there's only a boys baseball team, yes.
There's no girls baseball?
No, softball for
Softball.
girls.
Any other discussions? If not, roll call please.
Yunmin,
Yes?
Agnieszka Garcia,
Yes.
Sue Chung,
Yes.
Kevin Lim,
Yes.
Rebecca Lee,
Yes.
Anthony Kim,
Yes.
William Kim.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, curriculum ready.
Before you, there's one consent agenda, it's 9 field trips in one consent agenda. I would like for, approval.
A second.
Any other discussion? If not, roll call please.
Yunmin,
Yes?
Agnieszka Garcia,
Yes.
Sue Chung,
Yes.
Kevin Lim,
Yes.
Rebecca Lee,
Yes.
Anthony Kim,
Yes.
William Kim.
Yes.
Safe travels.
Thank you. Next one would be negotiation. Kevin, Lim, please.
Yeah, is on the agenda items to join?
So no report, right?
No
Yes.
report.
Okay, thank you. So next one, policy, Agnieszka Garcia.
There's no report on policy at this time.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. Okay, next one, New Jersey School Board Liaison alternate. Susan, please.
Any other report today?
Thank you, Mr. Next one would be County School Board Rep alternate. Miss Helen Jones is not here, but there is no report. Okay, let's go on to School Safety and Security Committee. Agnieszka Garcia. please.
There is no report at this time.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go on. Next, we'll go into old business. We don't have old business, okay. Now, next, new business.
As required by law, I want to ask the board for a resolution, and we can do this collectively as one, but we've conducted the evacuations of our school buses when the children go on field trips in 2 of our 3 schools. It is best practice that, again, we practice drills, no different than being in a building. An emergency can happen while we are on our buses. So I am asking for a resolution to approve our 2 drills during the month of October, please.
Okay. Does anyone like to make a motion on that?
I'll make a motion for approval.
Second on it?
I'll second.
Okay, any other discussion? If not, roll call please.
Yunmin,
Yes?
Agnieszka Garcia,
Yes.
Sue Chung,
Yes.
Kevin Lim,
Yes.
Rebecca Lee,
Yes.
Anthony Kim,
Yes.
William Kim.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Then is there a motion to open audience participation?
Before you do that, like, do you have the date for the high school concert? Is it 21st?
I could check the calendar, but
20th,
the high school is on the 20th?
yes.
That is the night of our board meeting. So, I don't have that in my calendar just yet. Is that confirmed? 20th?
Yes.
20th. What time? 7 p.m.?
Is it Wednesday? Will it be
Yes.
Wednesday?
It would be the night of our meeting.
Yes, I wasn't sure if it was 20th or 21st.
I will be sure that we advertise it on our website, and we will get any correspondence shared with the community. Thank you.
So let me know also. Okay. So, is there a motion to open audience participation?
A motion for audience participation?
Second on that?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Please be reminded 3 minutes for participants, and then please tell your name and address.
Can I go?
Yes.
My name is Erin Nair, 213 14th Street in Palisades Park. As I mentioned, my name is Erin Nair. I have been a resident of Palisades Park for 14 years, and my boys' kid graduated ECC and Lindbergh Elementary School. We are very grateful for teachers that helped the kids and cared, and my kids needed help, we got the help. My daughter, she went to Pell Park High School for 2 years, 7th and 8th grade. After spending 2 years, she decided to go to other schools that are available for the district. So she went to Academies of Inglewood. So the topics that I want to bring is Academies of Inglewood and the canceled route, bus route, school bus. I was writing a little bit about that, just I want to, express my feelings and what do I think about that. Bus route is going to be canceled effective January 2024. For families without reliable transportation, bringing their children to school will introduce new challenges. The school is 6 miles away. I'm not just talking about the existing students, I'm also talking about prospective students that are considering to go there. Not every parent has time and means to take the kids to school. Knowing that there is a safe bus and reliable transportation is very important for the families. We are talking about 38 families of Palisades Park. We're talking about 10% of kids from high school that potentially could be in the school. They are taking transportation to other schools in Bergen County. There are not good options for when it comes to public transportation. We did check with my daughter. She needs to walk at least 45 minutes every day and take public transportation, a bus. As a community and the Board of Ed, we are failing these kids. We failed them when they had to look to better schools outside of the district. As I mentioned, 10% of the best kids. They're best kids that the town has. Now we're failing kids again. You're cutting a reliable safe way for them to get to school. In less than 2 months, they would need to constantly think how to get to school. Stopping bus service mid-year is unrealistic for parents to adjust. You're hurting working families. I'm very disappointed how the Board of Ed handled the announcement of canceled route. It was very dry letter mail. I still wonder how many parents did not even know that had happened. There's no explanation, no details, just a standard form mail. I would like you to reconsider and look for other options, if any, available.
Thank you, ma'am. There will be 3 minutes limit.
Thank you.
I'm sorry to cut. Okay.
I'm almost done. There was one sentence.
We got it.
Yeah, I actually timed myself, so. Thank you.
So, anyone else? Yes, ma'am.
I have a question for number 4, Learning to Grow Academy. What is that about? They're gonna use our building, so we're gonna get they gonna get paid for that use of the building at that time, or that's something that is from us? Or how that works? And also I would like to get more detail, because I'm coming to the meeting and I didn't hear about those different schools that those students can attend. This is something that the parent decide, or this is something that they go because, they go and apply, how that work? Because as a parent, I would like to know if this is a choice as a parent, or this is something that is, I know they go to the Bergen Academy and sort and stuff that thing, but I don't know how that works. And if it's something that they have choice to go, or how that works, I would like to know.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Yes, ma'am.
My name is Christina, and I live at 126 East Columbia Avenue. Same thing with the lady, she first.
Irene.
Yeah, hi. Same thing. My daughter, she's been going to Palisades Park School since ECC, and then for as a high school, she had a choice of Bergen BA, BT, or choice schools that she applied to, and then she chose to go to Academy of Inglewood, and you guys provided transportation throughout all these 20 years when the school started that program, and then all of a sudden I received this letter about a week ago. There's no explanation why, maybe because of funding or whatever, you're just gonna cut out the transportation middle of the school year. And I cannot pull her back to her home school because she's still a junior, and she has accomplished so much stuff in her Academy of Inglewood. And you guys were, and then I received a letter that you guys are gonna give me a partial transportation fee so we could take her there. But I figured out, bus, it takes too long, and then Uber or taxi, it's just out of the budget that you guys gave me.
At
So,
$60, sorry.
yeah.
Daily.
So I don't know, it's just like all of a sudden, we only have 1.5 months to figure this out and set up the system for her. And this is very devastating because we are working parents, and it's not like school gets out at 4 or 5 in the afternoon, it's 3. So there's something that, it's a better explanation why, because you guys are giving the transportation to Bergen Academies and Bergen Tech, AT, more farther, but why? Because this was choice school. It's not fair to our kids. And it's not like 1 or 2 kids are going to Inglewood Academy. I heard that there's 36 kids riding the bus. And this is very important. Because then you guys are throwing out, they can't have a choice of applying to this school anymore because of the transportation, and it's not fair. Yeah.
What's your name again?
Huh?
What's your name again? I'm sorry.
Christine,
How you spell your last name?
UM.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yes.
Yeah, my name is James E, 432 4th Street. I'm with them. My kid started to go to Inglewood Academy this year. She's 9th grade. And I got the letter last week about $1,100 something for the transportation aid. I didn't know what that was for, but my kid actually told me about it, and you're eliminating the bus route there. We talk about like 40 people, 40 kids going there, and we are all working parents. We don't have time in the morning or afternoon to pick them up. Okay, so we don't need money, we don't need aid, we need transportation. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Thank you, Matt. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Emma. I live at 252 12th Street. I'm a student at the Academies at Inglewood, and I have something to say about this bus situation. I just think objectively, it's very rash. I got this letter in the email, my parents told me to review it. It was very spontaneous. I don't know why the bus system is being removed, but for me, there's no way for me to get to school without it. It's not an issue of how much money you provide my family. It's an issue of my parents not having the time to drive me to school. It's about my parents not being able to set up the transportation. And this is, like, all the students that attend that kind of magnet program, they take their education very seriously, and I just think that removing this it's very irresponsible. I don't understand why it's happening. I got another email saying that the form was invalid, that I have to review like another PDF of something. So I don't even know how I would go about filling out the form if I were to receive compensation. So I don't understand why this decision is being made.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else?
Can I ask a question? Is it?
You just have to state your name, and you don't have to give an address since I'm assuming you're a student.
Yeah.
What is your name?
My name's Olivia.
Thank you.
Is this also applied to Bergen Tech and Bergen Academy?
We'll respond to everyone as soon as the questions are completed.
My concerns are regarding, I go to Bergen Tech and we take the bus and they're conjoined with Cliffside Park Board of Education, so our bus says Cliffside Park Board of Education. That's how it's written. So it's like half Cliffside Park students, half Bergen Tech students. And usually, like, especially on like Fridays or half days, everyone wants to come to Pal Park. So everyone takes the Cliffside Park bus, which comes first to First Street, and then it goes to like 7, and then it goes all the way to Cliffside Park and Fairview, I think. Like all these towns are connected, but there's people like sitting on the floors of the buses because there's no seats. And like, yeah, we have drills, but like people are like, it's like 4 people sitting in like 1 seat on a bus. And like, it's like some people who come from our school who don't even live in Pal Park, and they just come so that they can hang out. They use our mode of transportation, and it's just like, I can't find a seat on the bus.
Okay, thank you.
I also wanted to mention that, only Palisades Park is removing the bus route, not Cliffside Park. I mean, they ride together, but why, I don't understand why only Palisades Park removing the bus route.
Thank you. Any other person? Okay, is there a motion to close audience participation?
I'll make a motion to close audience participation.
Second on that?
A second.
Okay, now,
All in favor?
Aye.
I will do my very best, if I'm the one to answer some of these questions, or if any board member would like to chime in. I'm gonna start just in the order that, I guess, back to front. So Olivia, first and foremost, I think it is absolutely unacceptable that any student is sitting on the floor of a bus, considering that is a safety violation for the driver. Never should a driver put students in the vehicle if they have exceeded the number of seats. And I'm gonna make a phone call on my way home tonight to Cliffside Park, who we subcontract with for busing, to ensure not only that our kids have a seat on the bus, but if they are exceeding the number of occupants, that a second bus goes there, or they need to vet who are our students and who are their students. But if other kids from other towns are going, it's not my bus. I can't police it, but I can bring it to their attention. That's a serious concern of mine. Okay, so I appreciate you bringing that to me. If it continues, I know you said it's usually on Friday. My advice is, don't get on the bus. Don't get on the bus. And they'll send another bus back for you, because if it's a safety issue, I would never set foot on a bus. I would tell my own kids that. I have friends who live in my community of Paramus where they had a tragedy of a bus accident. Okay, so let's not play games with buses. Emma, I apologize to you. This is not, I know it seems like it's a very rash decision that has come about out of nowhere. In the summer, I met with our finance committee. We discussed and this might answer some of the questions. I know there were multiple concerns about this. We discussed the cost. The reason Cliffside Park is continuing the service is they own the bus. Cliffside Park is providing transportation for their students. The fact that we are contracted through Cliffside Park, they're charging us an extraordinary amount of money. Now, we have tried to go to alternatives as far as buses. They are the cheapest. It's something that this board cannot fiscally maintain. We've talked about it in the September meeting. Board members, correct me if I'm wrong. We said we would table it and rediscuss it in October. I'm not saying that this is something that out of the blue it was decided, hey, let's make their lives very inconvenient. I'm a parent, I understand. It's not something that is being treated lightly. We had discussion on this last month at length. There were parents that were here that were very concerned. I apologize. What I can tell you is, and I apologize here, because Englewood is a choice program. It's a school of choice. It is not an academy. It is not a Bergen Tech. We are not required to provide transportation to any choice program. The dollar amount is determined by the Department of Education. We don't decide how much or how little. I know Uber, I know Lyft, I know these other modes of transportation will exceed what you're being offered. We don't have discretion in raising it or lowering it. The state determines the dollar amount. The state says this is the form to be utilized. We can only follow their lead. As far as the academies and the technical schools, transportation will continue. We don't have a choice. That must be provided. We cannot eliminate transportation. I'm sure that's something that at the county government was decided long ago and will continue as long as they need it to go. Neris, Learning Grow Academy is a facility for early childhood in Palisades Park. I believe they are on 7th Street, if I'm not mistaken. 4th Street, excuse me, thank you. 4th Street. They have used and rented our buildings every year for the past, I'm gonna go at least 10 years. They don't have a facility for their holiday concert, so they do rent our high school auditorium on a night that there is no conflict. Additionally, the process for students, with regard to, and the children here can tell you, the parents can tell you better than I can, any student can apply to these schools. Bergen Academy and Bergen Technical School has an entrance exam. I believe there's still an interview process, and it's a very rigorous process, as is the Academy of Englewood as being discussed, the choice program, or how they describe it as the Inter-District Public School Choice Program. I don't think they're allowed to say Academy of Englewood anymore. I think there's been a lot of misconception because of this whole transportation issue. It is a prestigious magnet school. It's something that the board and I have talked about. We need to provide alternatives. We need to provide some options for our students because our math and science program at the junior senior high school is prestigious, is having students going to Stanford, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, you name it. And we're very proud of that. But that's a math and science program. We have to look at other programs, maybe a humanities, maybe a fine arts. Not all students are going to excel in math and science. So that's something that with the board, this past week, we have met with building principals. We're looking at our course of studies. And although it doesn't maybe immediately affect you today or in January when a mode of transportation has to be determined, we have to think about our future. And we have to think about how do we retain our students in our school and why are they leaving? Why is 10% going? I know they have a right to go. I know they have a choice to go.
They don't want to go.
Oh, I wish they never went.
I know.
Because our
We as the
statistics would be,
parents, absolutely.
we can't go back and forth, but I statistically wish, because we presented test scores a month ago. If they were here, we would look so much better. But I'm very happy to say when they graduate, I know they take all the credit. They're our kids. They went through our schools. So I'm gonna take some credit as well. Where they got their foundation of education was here. And I'm proud of that, and I'm proud of them, but I also know the facilities in some of these campuses far exceed what we can offer. The students sitting to the right or left of them may push them a little bit more than the student in our high school right now. Hence, decisions are made by family members, and I can't change that decision for any of you.
Dr. Cirillo?
Yes,
Can I
please.
just add to that? I don't know if any of the parents know Palisades Park does have academy program that you have to go through during 8th grade. All the Bergen Academy has to be done in 8th grade. And Palisades Park also has an academy where you still have to go through an interview and recommendations. And there's, I believe,
I think everyone is well aware. I'm talking to you all as a parent of a freshman in high school. My son is a freshman. Guys, I know exactly where you're coming from. There are options here. There are more opportunities elsewhere. And I think when we are, and it's hard to compare us to the rest of the county, but when the rest of the county can take 5 of the best from every school district, you have a prestigious place to be. I get it. If I was running a county program and I took the top 5 or 6 or 10 kids from every school district, I would tell you right now, we would be the best in the state. And that's what some of these programs are. We're offering something. We're not offering everything. But we did talk. We're gonna have to offer more programs. We're gonna have to talk to students that left. Olivia, Emma, don't run away from me. I need to know what we can do to keep more kids stay here. And it's not take away busing. That's not what we're trying to do. But fiscally, with a 2% cap on our budget, when you don't have to offer busing, sooner or later, a decision like this was gonna have to be made.
Can I have a question?
Only if they reopen the audience.
No?
Only if they reopen it. Unless we can talk after. I promise you I'll stick around.
All right, absolutely.
I do have closed session if we are finished.
Can we have a motion to close up this audience?
It's been
We're
closed
closed. We're closed.
Can we also?
So what I can tell you, well, we have to go into closed session. I do not have formal action after that. Do you have anything formal that has to be voted on?
No.
Okay, so maybe if I take 10 minutes and talk to whomever needs me, and then we go into closed session, and then we can be wrapping up from there. Other than that, the meeting is back to you.
If I may, Dr. Cirillo, I have to leave tonight, as I indicated.
Oh, really?
No,
Flying a plane somewhere?
No, I have a
No
meeting
problem.
early tomorrow morning
You
in
got it.
Atlantic City. So, if we can go into the closed session, I'll be 2 minutes, I won't be long.
It's fine.
If you don't mind.
So we'll take about 2 minutes, but if we don't see, have a nice night and a happy Thanksgiving.
Yay,
We're gonna
happy
hear what-
Thanksgiving.
Okay. So it doesn't take long.
I do have 2 incidents to report in closed session. So once we're in closed, I'd rather we stay in closed.
Okay.
And then I'll get back with the parents in a few minutes.
Okay, thank you.
So we're gonna go to closed.